Hi guys, welcome back to your own channel. Today we are going to see what are the best three mutual funds an investor can buy in 2022. We'll also see how can one invest in top US stocks. So going it through very quickly, what are mutual funds? Mutual funds are nothing but a basket of individual different stocks, and an investor should ideally have 4 to 5 funds to avoid over diversification. So some of the advantages of mutual funds is one, obviously it is managed by experienced fund manager. Diversification, since mutual funds has an average 40 to 50 shares, it gives better downside production protection and high returns. A good mutual fund will easily give 10 to 15% CAGR, provided one keep remain invested in it for more than 5 years. So the first fund which we'll talk about is Parag Flexicap fund. It is one of my favorite fund. So the USP of this fund is, apart from giving very high returns uh, on a very constant basis, it also gives us geographical exposure. It is managed by Mr. Rajiv Thakkar, who has been in this fund since its inception. It belongs to FlexiCap category, where the fund manager has the option to invest across different categories: large cap, mid cap, and small cap. So the investment style is 65% of its money goes in Indian stocks, while 35% goes in top US stocks. The expense ratio of this fund is 0.085, and the exit load is 2% if one redeem the units within 1 year, and 1% if one redeem the units before 2 years. The top holdings in this mutual fund are Bajaj Holdings, ITC Limited, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Facebook, Indian Energy Exchange, HCL, ICICI Bank, and Hero Motor Corp. The investment horizon for this fund should be at least 7 years to have a decent returns. As you can see, I have also attached a snippet of it where in the last 1 year it had generated 57.45 returns on a CAGR basis, and over the last 5 years it has given more than 24%, more than 23% returns, which is quite extraordinary. The other fund that we'll talk about is Axis Mutual Cap, which is in the mid cap category. So as you can see, over the 5 years, it has generated the highest returns. Uh, and again, if we see the returns in this category, the for the last 1 year, it has generated more than 60% returns, while for the last 5 years, it has again given 25%. This fund is managed by Mr. Shreyash Devalkar, who has 14 years of experience, and he has been managing Axis Midcap Fund since 2017. The expense ratio is also quite reasonable with only 0.48%, while the exit load is 1% if somebody redeems a unit within the first year. The top companies in this mutual funds are Cholamandalam, ICICI Bank, Coforge, Mindtree, Bajaj Finance, Crompton Consumer, HDFC Bank, PI Industries, and one should have an investment horizon of 5 plus years. Again, this is a very uh, good and decent fund which has very high performing companies. The third fund that we'll talk about is Mirai Asset NYSC Fang Fund. It is a fund which invests in international shares. So the expense ratio again is 0.28%, and the exit load is 0.50% if somebody redeems the units within 3 months. So with this fund, a user or an investor gets the exposure to invest in some of the top US companies. So some of the companies these funds invest in are Alibaba, Facebook, Alphabet, Apple, Nvidia, Amazon, Netflix, Twitter, and Tesla. So again, if somebody is interested in investing US companies, they can look at this fund. Also, if somebody is interested in large cap funds, I would suggest that they can invest it through any of the ETF, which give the lowest expense ratio. The benefit of ETF is that they replicate the index, which can be either BSE 30, NYS, Nifty 50, and it has a very low expense ratio. So hope you like my video, and if you like it, kindly like to my channel and subscribe to my channel, and do mention if you need any of the video on any of the topic. Thank you.